Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This one is hella different from the rest of my videos because I'm about to get my motivational speaker going on right now. Before we get into the rest of the video though, make sure you guys do go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment down below. But as you guys can tell by the title of the video, 2024 is my year. I'm saying this out and loud because I'm gonna make this year the best year I possibly can. I'm gonna achieve, a lot of the goals that I want to achieve, and a lot of them that carried over from last year. This is not a New Year's resolution, not a New Year's new me. So if you got that idea from the title of the video, this is not what it is. I just wanted to come out here and say that lately I've been watching a lot of people. I've been, able to sit on a couple of different podcasts and really absorb some knowledge. And the reason why I'm saying that it's not a New Year's resolution, New Year's new me, is because we got to stop being inconsistent. And this really hits home with me because I'm very consistent at being inconsistent. And the reason why I say that is because for many months now, I've been promising myself that I would be more consistent with things like YouTube, and I just haven't been doing that. I do have a lot of things that I've, recorded, but I've scrapped because I felt like it wasn't going to perform well. I felt like it just wasn't going to be good content to put out, and I'm very critical about myself and what I put out there. So I think moving forward, I'm going to just put things out there, see how they do, look at the analytics, and then grow from it. That way I can continue to be consistent and actually putting stuff out there for you guys to, see and listen to. But one of the biggest things that I want to continue working on in 2024, I would say, is the most important thing. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I recorded another version of this and I didn't like it. But my faith is going to be the most important thing that I'm going to be working on this year. I am a born-again Christian. I'm very proud of that. I was baptized through Red Rocks church out in Littleton, and I just want to continue working on that, want to continue working on walking closer to God, because without him and without that, community, I would have probably fell apart. My life would have probably been in shambles right now due to some personal things. But because of that, I've continued to grow as a person. I've continued to grow in my faith. And the biggest takeaway for me is that I don't read the Word of God as often as I should. There's a couple instances where I've maybe opened up the Bible and I just couldn't bring myself to read it. I will say that I do listen to a lot of, Christian music, so that is how I can, be connected to God, and I guess you can say. But I do want to continue working on reading the scriptures and having that alone time with God a lot more this year. The second thing that I really want to continue working on is continue working on my family, building or rebuilding those relationships that I have with my family, because for a very long time now I haven't been as consistent with them or really been involved with a lot of my family members. And it's not anything against them, but I'm more of an introvert, and here lately I've been discovering that I do like to be an extrovert. So I want to continue working on that, making sure I go out with family, spend some quality time with them, and especially build with those relationships that I have with my parents, because being that they're Hispanic, they tend to keep a lot of stuff, bottled up, or they don't really talk to us about certain things. So I want to be able to have my parents open up to me a lot more, especially my dad. Since I moved out, I've been actually working on that with him, and he has been a little bit more vulnerable with me. He has opened up about certain things, so I want to continue working on that relationship in particular, but as well as working on bettering the relationship with my siblings as well. So that's topic number 2 that I want to work on. The next thing that I want to continue working on is my wealth. My well-being is very important to me, and I haven't been as consistent as I should be here at the, with the gym. Not necessarily in terms of, missing out on days, but in certain aspects I lack. Being consistent with cardio, I would say, is the most difficult thing for me to do. So I want to continue working on that, because not only do I want to build my body up to a specific standard, I want to be able to, reap those rewards in terms of having that cardio to support it as well. So that's the next thing that I want to continue working on. And I also want to continue working on my diet. My diet's not always the best. I do get complacent from time to time, and here lately I've been, a lot more on the DoorDash, ordering food or ordering, groceries through there. So I want to be a little bit more picky about what I'm putting in my body, especially, going into 2024, because this is my year of growth, and I want to make sure that both my physical and my mental is up to par with what I want to accomplish this year. So I want to get more consistent there. The next thing that I want to talk about is being consistent with more of my content creation. As I mentioned at the start of the video, this is the second time that I've actually recorded this specific video, because I sometimes don't feel like it's up to par, and so I wanted to redo it. But I want to make sure that I'm actually going to put this one out, so I want to make sure that this one's great and it hits home with a lot of you guys, because I lack it, man. I just really lack it in terms of being consistent with YouTube, and this is the hardest platform that I've, had the biggest struggles with, because I'll record something and then I don't think it's good, and then I scrap it, and then I don't put anything out. But I think, like I mentioned before, I'm gonna start recording stuff, putting it out there, and seeing how you guys respond to it, and then continuing to better that content from that point on. But at least you guys will have something, and it'll give me a good benchmark on where I can continue to grow and what areas I can continue to grow on. I know the biggest thing for me has been quality of the content that I'm putting out there. I've try to better some of my equipment, like my GoPro. I now have the LED light. I have the microphone sock on there, so hopefully it's picking up better audio. And those are kind of like some of the small tweaks that I'm making towards the content to make sure that it's good quality for you guys, not only visually but also, in the audio aspect of things. That way it's nice and crisp and you guys can hear me loud and clear. But I have been able to sit in with a couple of other content creators on podcasts and just listening to their streams as well, and consistency is the biggest thing that they talk about. So that's the reason why I don't want it to be or sound like a New Year's resolution, because I just want to continue working on my craft. I want to continue bettering myself, bettering the content, and just everything about me. I want to make sure that it's, continuing to grow and continuing to get better and better as we move along in this journey. There's a lot of goals that I wanted to achieve in 2023 that I didn't get to achieve, but that's why I want it to be a carryover and be more of a consistency thing, because I don't want to start over with, some of those goals. I want to just continue to carry on, and even some of those make them into long-term life goals, or things that I just continue to work on and develop. Like personal development, I want to continue to grow in that aspect. I want to continue to, become better suited to be in front of the camera for you guys, because up until honestly this video, I wouldn't be able to have this long of a conversation with the camera and with you guys in terms of stuttering or stumbling upon words. And I think I'm getting better at it. I hope you guys notice it as well. But that's one of the things that I want to work on. And as well as, going back over to streaming, the biggest area that I want to focus on there is just engaging with you guys as my audience, my supporters. You guys have been showing me a lot of love, and I really appreciate you guys. So I want to continue to work on engaging with you guys as I'm streaming. I don't want to just be focused on the game, because I can always game, separate from streaming. So I just want to be able to make sure that I'm engaging with you guys and connecting with you guys, building new relationships with you guys, and continuing to network with everybody in the community. I think that's the most important thing to me, is the networking as well, because if I support somebody, I know that they're going to reciprocate that energy back towards me. And I also want to continue working on this craft, because I have been working on trying to set up a podcast of my own. I already have like the intro episode out. It's probably a minute long, but I haven't really sat down and thought of any ideas up until now that I want to record. And the first episode is going to be with my best friend Jasmine, so I'm going to have her on there. I want to make sure that you guys, you know, tune in onto that as well. So I'll be linking everything down below. That way you guys can go ahead and, you know, follow us over there and come support us. Because she does have a podcast of her own where she talks more like the therapy side of things, being more, I guess, emotionally intelligent, taking care of your mental health and all that good stuff. And I think it's a great platform for her to talk to people and bring guests along. She's already brought me along, and I hope to bring her along, as well as many other people, onto my podcast as well, to just thrive and vibe. That's the name of my podcast. So continuing to work on that. One of the other things that I do want to continue working on is, I've put this on the back burner, but I do have my own clothing brand. It's called Project Demigods, and I have some dope designs, but I don't really advertise it as much as I should. I do have some dope concepts out there on my website, so if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, show me some love, and buy some of that clothing, you guys are more than welcome to. This is not, you know, trying to pressure you guys into doing so, but it is something that I have out there. So if you guys are interested, the link is down below. But I've just been really inconsistent with that, you know. I think I've had it for like 2 years now, and like I said, I don't really push it. I don't really, you know, do ads for it or really rep it as much as I should, because I do believe in my brand. I don't have a mission statement for it. It's more so just for, you know, people who want to wear some dope, you know, gym gear, or make it into like a lifestyle brand, I guess. But it's based around the concept of trying to become a better person, and, you know, not only a better person, but bettering our physiques. And that has a lot to do with, you know, just trying to become a better version of ourselves. I don't consider, you know, becoming a godly figure, but I guess like working up towards those steps of just being overall a better individual, and being, you know, better than average is kind of what my brand is geared towards. So I should probably come up with a better mission statement to suit the brand, but like I said, I've kind of put it on the back burner, so I've never really thought about that up until now. I kind of just ran with a thought and then started creating and working with graphic designers to kind of bring those visions to life for the apparel. But that's another thing that I want to continue working on, as well as, you know, the goal for this year is to travel a lot more and just have fun adventures. You know, I want to be able to document everything here on YouTube and share my life with you guys. The thing that I don't want to kind of confuse this with is, although you guys are showing me a lot of love and a lot of support, you know, I have grown my YouTube up to 390 subscribers so far. I'm very happy with that. I know it's a slow grind, and I want to continue grinding this out, because I know that if I pour my heart into it and not think about the monetary aspect of things, because I feel like as a content creator, when I first started off, I wanted to do it for fun, but also I was thinking about the money. And I've shifted that focus to making sure that I'm just putting quality over quantity out there for you guys, because I don't want to grow, and I don't want it to be something where you guys stop kind of interacting with me because the vision might be skewed. So I'm gonna just focus on that aspect of making sure that you know, the content that I'm putting out there is beneficial to you guys. You know, I want to make sure that I motivate not only myself, but I motivate others as well to, you know, put plans into action and actually work towards these steps, because at the end of the day, you know, streaming's gonna be there, you know, any point in time. YouTube's going to be there at any point in time, but I want to make sure that the words that I'm speaking towards you guys are going to stay there forever. And as we know, everything that we put on the internet usually stays on for forever, but I want it to be impactful, and like I said, to motivate others to succeed as well. But those were a couple of things that I wanted to work on this 2024. I hope you guys pick something up out of it. I hope you guys put your plans into action, and I hope you guys have a blessed year as well. Make sure you guys grow. Make sure you guys, you know, in any aspect of your life, whether it's in, you know, mental growth, you know, physical, whether it's emotional, financial, you know, whatever the case might be, I hope you guys grow. I hope I grow as well, and you know, we're gonna continue to get these videos out and make sure that we connect with you guys. But on that, I want to end it. I want to say 2024 is gonna be my year. I'm gonna accomplish everything that I've maybe not everything, but I'm gonna accomplish most of the things that I've set forth for myself. And the reason why I say most is because, like I mentioned before, everything's continuous growth. I just need to be more consistent with it, and I want it to carry on for the rest of my life, because I don't want to be complacent with myself and complacent with what I'm, you know, working towards. I truly want to grow and be genuine with you guys. So hopefully on the next video, you know, you guys pick something else out of it. I do want to continue to make some motivational videos to, again, inspire you guys to be better and to thrive in all aspects of your life. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video now, and I'll catch you guys up on the next one. Thank you. Peace and love.